Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan.
My name is Carter Nolan.
So, if you're wondering, yes, we do cover Star Wars content still. We just haven't had anything to cover. We mostly talk about hockey on this channel, a bit of football, Canadian football, and also Star Wars content. And also, Carter throws in some wrestling, too, because he likes it.
Yes.
So, we are back with Season 3 of The Bad Batch. Carter, what are your thoughts on this?
It's funny. When they first announced that we were doing 3 episodes, I was like, 3? That's quite a lot. We needed that.
We are covering all 3. We have reactions for all 3 episodes. We're gonna from now on, if there's a double episode, we're gonna record it as one video.
This is for the premiere, mostly.
And for the double episode they have coming up.
Oh, do they have one?
They have a double down the line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Which is really annoying because then they could have went to May 4th, but they thought that doesn't matter. So overall, let's get us up to this point. Obviously, if you're here, you've watched the show. I'm going to assume. Also, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, please subscribe and leave a like. Really does help us out.
There's a lot who haven't, so please
Yes, statistically, a lot of you haven't.
Speaking.
So, up to this point, the show has been on the safer side. Like, there's darker concepts. There's a lot of darker concepts, but there's a couple times where they kind of ease up. They always have an episode or two that kind of lightens the mood.
Yeah, and they've kind of had, although I will say, they've had too much unnecessary filler.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say, though, Season 3 is off to a good start. Even though, I mean, there's a little bit of filler, it feels like it mostly stayed on track. Here, can you press the low power?
Oh, yes, yeah. I can.
Yeah, we're good.
But yeah, no, I would say, honestly, this first episode we start with is solid. I think probably
very eerie tone.
The third one's probably easily the strongest of the 3,
but it still required the first 2.
Obviously, yes. So the first one, obviously, our first reaction is pretty much just the time change of Omega being stuck in prison. Reaction over here.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at all the days!
Yeah. Dude, she's been there a while.
Oh my, okay. It's good. It's a good way to grow her character organically, or like kind of actually force a growth in her character over time.
And one thing they do a good job of is they do a lot. The way that they've shot Season 3 so far has been excellent.
The cinematography
is a massive improvement.
Even over the prior scenes that we get in space at the very end of episode 3, I commented it right away. I said it looks really good. I like the shots they're taking.
Well, because with Omega being there a while, and the way they kind of demonstrate that, besides you just seeing the tally marks, is they keep showing the same shots. They show her every morning getting out, looking outside, seeing the weather, seeing the landscape. It shows that dripping shot of the sink. Yeah. They do that over and over again to really kind of nail home that she's been there a while.
Yes. I would say that it was a little surprising to us that the droid had a weapon. That was our second reaction in this video. Here, there's no way you pulled that. Security alert. Whoa! I mean, yeah. No, and honestly, like, the first episode's pretty run.
It's funny. He went from standard protocol to "I'm about to kill you," like that.
Yeah. No, I like.
I am not a medical droid. You must die.
Yeah, I like a lot of what they do with Omega in this. Actually, I would argue that it's Omega's
biggest character
best moments of her character has been the prison scenes.
Yeah.
And because we're finally losing that naivete, which we've had throughout this character so often. There's still some of it there.
Less of a Mary Sue.
Belcher making it out alive is a wild pull.
Yeah.
Given what we know. We cut to the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch the Bad Batch episode 2 is okay.
We actually see the Bad Batch.
Yeah. It's funny. I like the start of it. I think the start of it's
I'm not gonna
lie.
Fun. I forgot Echo went with Rex.
The start of the start of episode 2, I think, is a very fun concept of just using crime syndicates to get information. Obviously, it gets us to the big thing, which is the tentacles and tentacle monsters. It felt a lot like The Last of Us.
Yeah, it gave me that Indiana Jones.
It gave you Indiana Jones. I felt like I was watching I was playing a Last of Us game where it's very creepy down the hallways.
What did they call those things again?
The vines, but here's the reaction to the little ones.
What the? What is that?
Which are horrifying.
It's funny, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Starro, but there's like the little one that latch onto the face. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole scene, that whole sequence, the entire thing. Also, them finding child clones is good. Is a good concept. And it's
good that they dropped them off.
Yeah,
and they didn't
dropping
keep them around.
Yeah, keeping them
they
just throwing them out into the
dead
universe.
weight.
I will say this though, throwing them into the universe is a fun putting them on an island in the universe is a fun concept because it means you can revisit that concept later.
Yep.
Also too, so I had thought about this when I first saw the vines. I think this is pretty much them saying they were making a Sarlacc pit. And it got
That's
horribly wrong.
Like.
Reaction here. Did they make a
Sarlacc pit thing? Oh, that's gross. Ooh.
A grenade, please?
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty much the reactions we have to episode 2. Throwing all the grenades on it is
It's
good.
funny. There's only one other thing that reminded me of that Sarlacc pit thing. It reminded me of, you remember The Force Awakens, those things that they have to escape from that are going down the hallways? Where they have to run to the Millennium Falcon because it gets captured by the ship. And Han Solo, Finn, and Rey are running from it.
No.
No, you don't? Okay. Well,
You said Han Solo.
That shows how forgettable that movie
Han
was.
Solo, Finn, and Rey. I don't even know. I guess you'd have to be talking about The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's the only other thing. But
anyway, third episode, back to a darker tone, which is great. The Emperor shows up, which is very cool. Oh, the voice look good! Oh god, I love seeing those Royal Guards.
Incredible.
A little bit triangle shaped at the bottom,
Emperor,
but it looks great.
Your presence is an honor.
I have been most eager to see the progress you have made.
Let's go. Oh my god, look at the Imperial Guards next to them!
Oh, I'm so happy it's Ian McDermott.
The Emperor showing up is
Ian McDermott voicing him. Awesome.
Yeah. Also, all of the Emperor scenes are intriguing. We kind of know what they're doing because they have to do it because they have to have this plot line. The way they're smart here. Ian McDermott's dialogue is suggesting that this is an inevitability that the Emperor has to adjust to, which I like. I like this concept that the Emperor has to go through all of the meticulousness to be like, all right, well, you know what? I don't trust my system. I need some way out.
Yeah.
And if I get taken out, what's the plan? I like that. That's a good concept. The whole scene, all the scenes are great in this. Honestly, in this episode,
You liked the look of the Royal Guards.
I really did.
Yes.
I thought the reflectiveness on them. I thought the textures were really good.
They're getting the
They
shadows
felt.
down.
They felt. They
Good.
felt really. They felt there. They felt really
very
there.
refined.
Yes. Also, too, obviously, we get a little bit of a weird jump scare kind of thing. So there's like this monster in the woods. Like, reaction here. What is that?
Oh, on board. Oh!
What is that thing? When they escape, there's this monster, but it has glowing red eyes. So I'm like, is that a robot? What's the deal here?
And
We don't get any answer on that.
Yeah,
It's
one
fine.
thing they do well is so when Nala Se gets to the point where she's like, okay, Omega, get out of here. And she knows that now that sample that she kept discarding is finally going to get tested.
Mhm.
They do this good job where throughout the episode, they keep going back and showing it moving slowly through
Yeah,
the,
no.
the
And,
magazine until
yeah,
it gets to that
the episode
spot.
ends with them escaping, and I'm very excited to see where they go. And yeah,
Because
no.
we found out that she's got a lot
What
of
do
them
you think's gonna
midichlorians.
happen? Let us know down below.
Is Omega a Jedi?
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ha da da.
How did my father die?
Like a panther.